ready, because you about to be an ATLien.
Gonna talk about first. Now we could talk about Wendy and Andy. Andy Cohen appeared on the Wendy Show a couple of days ago, and y'all kept telling me to watch it. I was like, I don't want to watch Andy. Why am I gonna watch Andy? But when it got on YouTube, I went ahead and watched it. And Andy was talking about all of the Housewives franchise because he got that show to promote that's on Entertainment Television, which is under the umbrella of NBC Universal, but apparently Bravo passed on it because Bravo get first right of refusal. So E said, okay, we'll take it. So it's on E. He's supposed to be talking about his history in reality television, and basically as an executive, he didn't put some of the cast together. He had some of the decision making abilities on just about every show, especially the Housewives franchise. So he's spilling the dirt on the Housewives, some of the ones I don't even care about. He was talking about the New Jersey Housewives, the OC Housewives, all the Housewives, right? Then he get to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So I'm just like, my ears perked up a little bit because I'm like, what he gonna say? What he gonna say about the Real Housewives of Atlanta? They gonna talk about Nene? Y'all remember Nene warned them. She called them crackheads and everything else. She talked about Wendy and Andy. She said, keep my name out your mouth, honey. Keep my name out your mouth. And since she's allegedly involved in some type of legal situation, it seemed like they kept her name out their mouth. But however, they did talk about the show. Andy seemed to be really, really pleased this season that the ladies were exploring their sexuality. And I told you how odd it was to me that these women of color would be so over sexualized on this show. Then he called Wendy a prude. And I'm like, I don't know if she's a prude or not, but I'm just saying, maybe she see what we all see. But since he's a guest on her show, she decided not to take it too far. But I wanted to play a little clip of it. Andy Cohen, there it is right there. Hey, y'all, there it is. It started around the six minute mark or so. And so they start talking about, our favorite Housewives and this lackluster season. Hold on, let's see what he said.
And then there were like two errant cameras in the corner. I was like, yes, this is great. But I loved it. Listen, I think that the Housewives, one of the things that I love about the Housewives, and this especially plays out in New York a lot, is how comfortable the women are with their sexuality, and they are sex positive people. And I think that is really cool. And I love.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Now y'all hear what he said, that he thinks is really cool for these Black women to be in touch with their sexuality. And I'm like, I wonder what's going on. I wonder. You said Andy set their asses up. Is that what happened? Hey, Princess AG, I see you. Hey, Lucinda. Well, he continued, honey. He went on. He was like so happy that they left them at least two cameras rolling and they caught a little bit of something. Let me finish what he said.
Loved it that they went for it in Atlanta. It was a real bachelorette party for Cynthia, and they went for it. And I have absolutely no judgment on that. I think it's really cool. And I mean,
look, and then of course they're gonna show Bolo. Hold on, I'm trying not to show the video, but you know how it is. But of course they're gonna show a little Bolo, because that's the shoot. They should have gave Bolo a bonus, honey. I know Candy paid him, but Bravo should have paid him because he had the highest episode of the season. How Bolo get to be the highest episode and he is not even on the payroll? Yep, it seems that way. Now, here's the gag, though. When Wendy, look at Wendy's face. Wendy's looking like, I don't know. I didn't like this season. It is what it is. But Andy's all excited about it. I found it interesting that Wendy eventually ended up calling Kandi filthy and disgusting. Even though she said she liked Kandi, she said filthy and disgusting. And, we always talk about these use of words. These are talk show hosts. They know what words mean. But anyway, we're going to get there in a second. Let's listen to some more of this situation. Let me put my little screen grab up.
Bolo? I mean, Bolo.
Andy, I felt very uncomfortable, and I'm very comfortable with my sexuality. We talked sex and the whole bit, but no, that was
too much for you?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It was.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're right.
And a lot of times I feel like when I watch the show, I feel like I'm watching something, everything that I've seen before. And I know that filming is down because of the pandemic. So you have to.
I have to point out one thing that is true about, especially this season of Atlanta, we had to shut.
Now I had to pause for this too, because yesterday when I talked about it, I'm like, that is everyone's excuse. Because of the pandemic, it's awful. Because of the pandemic, the ratings are low. So Andy seems to think that it was because they had to stop filming a couple of times during the pandemic, and that is why the season turned out the way it turned out. I guess it didn't have anything to do with the people on the show, but let's listen to what he said.
I have to point out one thing that is true about, especially this season of Atlanta, we had to shut down several times production for a few weeks. There were so many stops and starts. So it was rough. It was rough getting momentum there for a minute.
I like Cynthia Bailey though. She's really, I remember I was calling her boring and stuff. Yeah. No, Cynthia's a keeper.
Great. Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the lady Drew
Sidora.
It's really interesting. She's championing Cynthia when I told you Cynthia is who we all feel is about to get the boot. But Wendy was like, hold on. I really, really like Cynthia. And normally she calls, she says Cynthia's boring. She told Cynthia she need to let Peter keep the money and leave him out of it. Now Wendy seems to feel a little bit of sympathy for Cynthia because it seemed like the finale episode was her swan song. And here she go, throwing Drew in the mix. But let's continue.
I don't care.
Really?
No.
Okay.
I don't care.
Okay.
So are you looking to shake that cast up?
I think we're always looking for, how can we build on it? Yeah.
I love Kandi.
Kandi's great.
Kandi is disgusting, but she's also a boss. Okay. And I love Todd for Kandi. Yeah, disgusting, filthy. Oh, yes.
Okay.
Look. So Andy gave her the opportunity. Andy is an interviewer as well, right? Andy gave her the opportunity to clean it up. And he was like, disgusting. And she was like, disgusting, filthy. Even though she loves her and she loves Todd for her, but she is disgusting and filthy. Not, sexually free. Not all the things that he said, but she is disgusting and filthy. She meant overly sexual. That ain't what she said. She said what she meant, in my humble opinion. Let's continue. Hold on.
Todd for Kandi. Yeah, disgusting, filthy. Oh, yes.
Okay.
Too comfortable with her sexuality.
Oh, okay. All right. You know what I love about you?
What?
You're a little bit of a prude.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah, I'm having fun dating, but I'm a girlfriend. I'm not a...
Right. You maybe sit there with your knitting, watching, shaking your head.
Well, not knitting, but I certainly do wring my hands back and forth.
You wring your hands. I know. I love it.
And change the...
So what do y'all think? Y'all think that Wendy is a prude for calling Kandi disgusting and filthy? I was about to say nasty. She didn't say nasty. Nasty would have been a better word than filthy. Filthy is all the way in the gutter. A low down gutter snipe, honey. Straight from the hood, as Iyanla would say. Let me continue.
The channel and then come back and watch through my...
I know. I love it.
Okay. Erica Jane.
Yes.
Okay, we don't care about them people. Hold on, let me come back. Hold on, let me come back into the frame, honey. Here I'm back. I don't care about Erica Jane. You said Kandi is nasty. I don't look. I'm just saying he threw it back at her. He was like, disgusting. And she was like, yes, disgusting, filthy. And he said filthy. And she said filthy. So, there was no question of what she meant, but I'm assuming she said it because she meant it, and it is what it is. You said she told the truth, disgusting and filthy. Well, it'll be interesting to see what Kandi says about it. Kandi gonna go live, talk about it, and say she ain't filthy, she ain't nasty, and it's free press, so it don't matter. It does not matter. Now